Hello and a warm welcome to the Gutter Rankings channel. Here we take on the most fierce Pokemon with random Pokemon. While what we do probably looks like a joke to most, we play to win. Usually Spinda and Kecleon are the MVPs of this team. However today, Dunsparce was ready to let his serene radiance shine. Please sit back, grab your Pokepuffs and enjoy. Our first battle of the day is gonna be against a player named Rayquaza. He's leading with Infernape and Aegislash, and I'm gonna lead with Spinda and Kecleon. I would also like to reiterate, I do not upload battles unless I have a 50% win rate. I know Infernape can carry Fake Out, I don't want Kecleon's Sash to break, and I don't want Spinda taking any unnecessary damage, so I'm gonna go for the double protect here. I can see that he's planning close combat for Spinda, and I know that he will not be able to survive that. He's planning to do a Sacred Sword onto Kecleon, which is fine because he is sashed, so I will be able to put up the Trick Room. He changes his mind going for the Flare Blitz instead, and Spinda is able to survive that pretty alright. Infernape taking quite a bit of recoil damage there. Sacred Sword coming into Kecleon, and is also able to survive, allowing me to set up Trick Room. Now, this changes of course due to Protein, Kecleon's type to Psychic. I don't want him to get killed by a possible Shadow Sneak, so I'm gonna be forced to protect him here, which allows me to go for the Teeter Dance to try and confuse both of my opponent's Pokemon. Teeter Dance coming in, confusing Infernape and Aegislash over there. Aegislash trying to attack, going for the Night Slash, still counting on the fact that Kecleon's type might be Psychic. Of course it no longer is, but it would still probably be enough damage to take him out. Overheat connecting with Spinda, interesting move choice. I don't normally see that on an Infernape, but it's more than enough damage to take out Spinda. This allows me to bring in a different Pokemon to try and get rid of Infernape. I don't really have many moves that can deal with it at the moment, except for Zen Headbutt on Dunsparce. Foul Play is going to be enough to take out Aegislash here. Many times people do underestimate the Pokemon that I send out because they don't look any bit intimidating, so they normally leave their Aegislash in its attack form. Zen Headbutt enough to take out Infernape here, and my opponent is going to be bringing in his last two Pokemon, Volcarona and Ho-Oh. Now, I'm gonna be forced to pull back Dunsparce here. He knows Rock Slide, but he's holding the Choice Band, so he cannot change his mood from Zen Headbutt, and I know I'm gonna need the Rock Slide to finish off this battle. I'm sending in Licky, extremely bulky Pokemon, and I know he's gonna be able to survive anything that they throw at him this turn. Foul Play going on to Ho-Oh there, bringing him in KO range for my Dunsparce, who's still at the back. Heat Wave connecting with both of my Pokemon, not doing so much to Licky, but putting Kecleon in KO range. Going for a Foul Play here, wanting to bring Volcarona into KO range for my Dunsparce as well. Flame Body taking effect, burning Kecleon. I'm gonna try and knock off Volcarona, but unfortunately for me he wasn't holding any items and I get burned. Bug Buzz connecting with Kecleon. Even the burn would have been enough to kill him here. Now I can bring in Dunsparce again, who is of course at this point my last Pokemon, my opponent. Really good position here. He can very easily win. All that he needs to do is attack with both of his Pokemon. Now I'm free to use Rock Slide, Sacred Fire connecting with Dunsparce, doing a massive amount of damage. Volcarona going for Quiver Dance. Interesting move choice there. Knockoff going on to Ho-Oh, who also wasn't holding any items. Rock Slide connecting with both of his Pokemon, and that ends the game. I think that if my opponent had perhaps tried to take out Dunsparce instead, he could have won this battle. Licky is burned, he is a physical attacker for me, so he's kind of useless at the moment. Perhaps he didn't know Dunsparce carries Rock Slide. It's not a Pokemon that gets used very often. Our last battle of the day is going to be against a player named the Bomber King. I'm gonna lead with Spinda and Kecleon. I will mostly lead with these two because I need to set up for the rest of my Pokemon at the back are also extremely slow. He's gonna start off with Primal Kyogre and Thunderous. In that form, Thunderous does not have Prankster, so it doesn't scare me too much. However, Kyogre does have insanely high special attack, so that does terrify me, especially with moves like Origin Pulse that double targets. I'm gonna go for the Fake Out onto Kyogre, and then I'm gonna try setting up my Trick Room with Kecleon. Thunderous going for Thunder, doing a decent amount of damage to Spinda there. Protean transforming my Kecleon into a Psychic type at the moment. I'm gonna want to confuse both of my opponent's Pokemon in an attempt to slow them both down. So I'm gonna be protecting Kecleon here, not wanting to confuse my own Pokemon. And then I'm gonna go for Spinda's signature move, Teeter Dance. My opponent going for Origin Pulse here, luckily protecting on Kecleon, but it's gonna be more than enough damage to absolutely annihilate Spinda. My opponent trying to get a Swagger onto Kecleon. Dunsparce coming in. Now I want to go for the Rock Slide here, because with Serene Grace, of course, instead of having a 30% flinch chance, Serene Grace gives my Pokemon a 60% flinch chance there. Kyogre hurting himself in the confusion. Thunderous going for the Thunder Wave onto Dunsparce. Now, in a Trick Room environment, this means Dunsparce is going to be the fastest Pokemon because, of course, with the 75% or in Sword and Shield 50% speed drop, he's now going to be the slowest Pokemon on the field. Foul Play able to take out Thunderous here. My opponent will be bringing in his last two Pokemon. That's going to be a Giratina and Rayquaza. Can we also just take a moment to admire shiny Rayquaza? I think it looks really amazing. Delta Stream, of course, taking away one-time weakness to Flying type Pokemon. Rock Slide connecting with both my opponent's Pokemon. Foul Play going onto Giratina here. Nearly enough damage to take it out. Giratina flinching, Rayquaza flinching due to that 60% flinch chance. Trick Room coming off. I know I have to get it back up as soon as possible. Dunsparce surviving pretty well. Aura Spear also coming on to Dunsparce here. It's able to hang on only just on 22 HP. Rock Slide connecting with both my opponent's Pokemon. Unfortunately not enough damage to take out either one of them. Trick Room coming back up, now making Dunsparce the fastest Pokemon on the field. Rock Slide connecting with both my opponent's Pokemon. I'm kind of confused why I didn't go for another extreme speed here. Foul Play connecting here with Rayquaza, and that's going to be enough damage to end the battle. The strength of legendary Pokemon is usually their high stats compared to, the average Pokemon. However, you can use their stats against them with moves such as Foul Play, which is a personal favorite of mine, or if you want to play with Pokemon that aren't considered powerful, you can make use of status moves such as Confusion, Sleep Paralysis, and so forth. I like to use a particular team for a week or two, and then I like to move on. And I've noticed that I haven't really spoken about any of the Pokemon that I'm using in depth. So at the end of this video, I would like to speak about Kecleon. Looking at his stats, in terms of special defense, he's honestly not that bad. You can max out his special defense or his normal defense and his HP, and he can survive quite a couple of hits. Color Change is an ability that changes his type based on the attack that strikes him, whereas Protean changes based on the attack he uses. Personally, I prefer Protean above Color Change because you don't really want to give that control to your opponent, because they'll be able to decide what type they make him and what's super effective against him, and they'll be able to take him out much easier than whereas you are in control of Protein. Being the normal type, he has a wide variety of moves that he can learn. Not only can he set up Trick Room, but he can also use moves such as Thunder Wave and Fake Out. He is however really slow, so you'll have to think about the role that you want him to have in your team. Personally, it was very difficult for me to narrow down the moves to 4, however I quickly grew to really like Kecleon because of this variety. His physical attack stat is not too bad, but it's not the best either. So if you really wanted to, you could use him as a physical attacker. He is able to learn Power Up, Punch, and a wide variety of moves due to being the normal type. However, he is really slow, so he does work a bit better in a Trick Room environment. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please feel free to leave a thumbs up on the video, I would really appreciate it. And if you'd want to see some more videos from me, feel free to subscribe. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. All the best for you, and I hope that I will see you in the next video. Bye!